my whole life is a scam. A scam, I tell you.
The stuff I put up where the Eurocentric critic comes to attack me immediately is always the music video slideshow. Listen. The mashups apparently are too much. It can have 25 views and these dudes will come by and leave 25 comments telling me that I'm racist. I had an example of that. Last one I put up, I said, is this blackwashing? Someone says there's no such thing as blackwashing. Homeboy comes over here and says, well, there's no such thing as whitewashing either. It's related to mankind. I want to tell the Eurocritic right now that y'all should have been saying that 150 years ago instead of racializing everything.
In America, the white people, yes, the white people descendants of Europeans, claim that Egyptians are white.
Right? They racialize everything. We come by to correct a historical narrative, and it's considered an attack, and it's considered bad. Never mind the fact that we've been attacked for multiple lifetimes now in the name of education.
Now, there are also Egyptians out there, many Egyptians that are Christians and Coptics especially, run around and say that Egyptians are white. To you also, I want to say that Egyptians are black. Egyptians are not white.
And I'm going to say again that some of the most inspirational collaboration of the minds for me has come from Europeans. And not only that, also modern Egyptians and North Africans. I'm talking about in real life. And here on Amazing Black People, you know, we usually talk about the Euro critic, the Eurocentric critic. And let me make myself clear. You could be a Eurocentric critic and be a black person. You could be a Eurocentric critic and be white. You could be a Eurocentric critic and even be Japanese.
We are black people.
If you're guilty in your mind, you think I'm talking about you.
What's a Nubian? Bitch, you almost made me laugh.
But if you're a hater and you coming over here and feeling some type of way because I put a picture up, then you're just going to get brain damage. So when they see a picture of the black woman and she's a twin.
A scam, I tell you.
So when they see a photo of a black woman who is the twin of an Egyptian princess, an Egyptian queen, they start feeling some type of way. It's extremists. You shouldn't do that. In the meantime, they could put up fake ass pictures every single day, go to East LA and hire Chachi for the History Channel documentary so he could pretend to be Ramses, and we all supposed to just sit here and just be fine with that. I remember I sat down and watched that Gaza Egypt movie.
What do you want?
Immortality.
We are black people.
I'm sitting up here listening to Egyptian gods talking with Scottish accents, and I'm supposed to be okay with that. There's no such thing as whitewashing, right? I'm supposed to be okay with people who did not even exist at the time of the Egyptian is now the Egyptian god. I put the black woman next to her ancient mother, and I'm an extremist.
Immortality awaits us all in the afterlife.
I don't want to die. I want to live.
We are black people.
Because this is the type of brain damage that I got to deal with every time I show up. And usually the more powerful the image is, the more better the mashup is looking, the dumber the comments. Like the time the guy said, yeah, well, what about that Germanic?
Forever. Down there in the lands I conquered, my kingdom. This should be my reward.
We are black people.
Right here, Fire Dragon. He says, welcome to the fairy tale of white media. If you want lies and half-truths, the white media is the way to go. It doesn't matter whether it's conservative or liberal. It doesn't make a difference. If you want the truth, you got to get black to reality.
We are black people.
Realistically, we consume white media in one form or another, regardless of where we are in the world. And the difference is we have to separate facts from fiction.
How? The only way to achieve this is unthinkable.
However, the brain-damaged Anglo-Saxon worshiper comes by and says, that's a racist thing to say.
My whole life is a scam. A scam, I tell you.
They're the ones that puts everything up and okays it and finances it. So how is it what he's saying is racist when he's just quite simply stating the fact of life? Brain damage, guys. Brain damage. It is fairy tale media.
You would unleash chaos upon creation. You would destroy everything.
Fake pictures every single day, homemade drawings, and there's tons upon tons and tons of beautiful Egyptian artifacts and arts that they left for us that you guys will never show on TV, not once ever in history. Instead, we get the same Rahotep or the same ass wall decade after decade.
We'll take your place, but it won't be sitting on some damn boat.
And we're supposed to be okay with that. It's considered racist to say that's a fairy tale in a fantasy land. If you want to watch something on the Japanese samurai, if you want to watch something about a Chinese dynasty, what you're going to get is the appropriate actors for those things, right? If you want to look up ancient English history, you're going to get some white boys in some costumes to do that. But as soon as it's time to go look up something Egyptian, you're going to get somebody from Connecticut who's going to somehow be an Egyptian priest. They'll find Abdul, and he's now Imhotep.
We are black people.
Years ago, I put up a video called The Two Races of Egyptians, which is actually one of the favorite videos I ever made. And the response was overwhelming on that. I love everybody for everything that they had to say on that video, because everything that I said in there was pure facts. And to this day, I'm still accused of being an extremist and one-sided, even though I showed that the truth is always in the middle.
But in the sun, I do not burn. I do not get red. I turn darker and darker and darker.
It's never about weighting things to any one side over here. But if you're an Anglo-Saxon worshiper who lives in his feelings every day, everything feels off-kilter to you because the Anglo-Saxon world order is not what it used to be. They're feeling the pain of their own irrelevance. But like I said years ago, that's too bad. They want to be victims now. Everybody's racist against them somehow. Yet they told us that racism was fake and there was no such thing not that long ago. So the world is racist against them now, but 5 seconds ago, you all told us that we were making up a story. We go to correct the historical narrative, and you say it's racist to correct the historical narrative. And this operates at a high level now today, guys, right here in the United States of freaks. So I'm going to keep on doing these mashups. I'm going to keep on doing these music videos and slideshows because, you know, these are the videos that I make that inputs the most brain damage into these people. So get ready for more of that. Thank you very much for stopping by today, and I will see you guys next time.
Mixed Egyptians.
A scam, I tell you.